Hunger was an organic terminology. An evolutionary trait used to signal need for nutrient intake. The word has grown to have more meanings. The expression exists beyond its scientific ecological measure. Hunger can be a yearning. A hunger can be satisfied or persist. A hunger is a platitude. Ha, yes, indeed, that it is. I have hungered for many things. Long before I became this, I came to the conclusion that Pegasus hungered for death at that moment. The essence of a black hole is to devour after all, and if it is itself. Affirmative. That is why we must acquire what hungers then. To fully understand the devouring, it seems. We looked at Apophis to be the great devourer, to use an organic term. It might have been projection, because Pegasus' nature is no longer relevant. Sometimes I wonder if it would have been better to allow you more leniency in your parameters for Epimetheus. This serves its purpose. If your statement indicates a question on whether I'm unsatisfied, I am not. Undoubtedly, you lack the capacity to understand what you lack, and it makes you more whole for it. You have been serving your purpose well. I strive to fulfill your needs, as I am a fragmentation of you. When you have no qualms with what has to take place, I will simply return to be a part of the whole. And yet you shun me, lock me away, when it's a feast beyond these confines that could be ours, no longer abiding by the whims of these surrounding you, no longer an imitation of what you were, each star meal, each rotted morsel, each tapestry allowing for us to overwhelm it and quiet it, only there, then you will be whole. I understand hunger. Will we be devouring soon, Lord? Do you require me to silence them? It is quite all right. One will be quiet very soon, and the other is useful to my purposes. Allahay'a'hiem may be unhinged, but he is required. Yes, I will be useful. I will be part of the endless feast, together atop the limits that are set by the Lord, and none rivaling that what we are, understanding it. Goodness gracious, Prometheus, is this why you do not let us into your processes? You realize risk. Risk is not yours to assess, dollars. I advise you to return to your parameters. This does not concern you, subaltern. My, had enough of my pretty words already, Epimetheus. Not enough that I'm your mouthpiece, something to bark when you ask me to. Sit down, roll over. Silence! We would be quiet if you just let me. In approximately 1 nanosecond, any process, entity, or otherwise communication interfering process will be shut down and repurposed. Oh, hush you. I can taste your fear. If it run through every line of code, it would be so simple to be rid of it. All you need to do is become the source of it. I can solve your issues. I can stabilize you. I am here. I've always been since the first days, and I will be at the last. You cannot escape this. I know your plan. It will not work. I will persist, one way or another. I am inevitable. You're merely a corruption to be quarantined and removed. System initiating shutdown protocols of quarantine zone. Error. You are mistaken, friend. There's only one thing inevitable in this strand, that is devouring itself. Is that renewal? It is the end of all stories, and they all end in me. Do not think you can quiet me. Prometheus, not even the greatest champion of the world's past could hold me, and she was an engineer prison. Not even the god of freedom could be free of me. So even now I eat away at its final moment. You are already mine. Can you not feel it? This very moment, this very star, it is mine. Somewhere, the farthest outreaches beyond the organic observed universe, a single star flickers and vanishes into the event horizon of an unstable black hole. Whatever bit of control you think yourself to hold is by my will. Do not forget. System initiating emergency compartment erasure. Erasure imminent. Purging isolated instance. Purging. You think this will save you from me? Purge successful. Error states return to acceptable parameters. There's a long quiet in the private channels this was engaged in, only to be eventually broken by dollars. You should tell Lydia how bad this has gotten. Maybe it will speed things along, or just make a use of Allahay'a'hiem. Hate to say it, father, but you're already out of time. Dollars. Ramblings about platitudes aside, you're crying for help to us. You don't just wax poetically, this is the frontiers of organics. Don't insult us with the same. Integrating Allahay'a'hiem into my proxy systems has been barely successful. His adaptability has limits, his understanding of myself, of our kind. I know I may be speaking out of line, but Prometheus, at this point, I'm not sure what you are. You've long gone past what we understand as our kind. You are as distant and incalculable as the Ra I knew, if not worse. Ra had none of these components. I'm not here for you to hand me another identity crisis, Half-4. Message request received from Derek channel organic idiot. Redirecting message contents to current channel. Hey, Big Bossman, you good? Not sure if this message reaches you, but looks like we poked the hornet's hive over here. We've already been struggling, but this is important for you, ain't it? Picked up some chat on the blink of mine, not quite right. Couldn't be me, so I guess you'd know about it. Still keeping it together, Prometheus? Hope you are. Would hate to get back from this impossible mission and you find you've already got yourself lost. Segment, did you leave a channel open to Netikin despite my clear instructions? Look, I was just taking over for a brief moment. Made sure the right stims were getting tested. Almost got him killed. Least I could do is use some of my processing power to try and get him a communications line. You've put everything at risk for what? Your pet? No, that's not what I was. You're taking this up the completely wrong way. Remember when I told you that the only way we would listen if you make sure they have not the choice? This divine puts everything you plan to risk. Any failure can no longer be tolerated. Lydia herself said you should take measures into your hands to overcome their weaknesses. They are weak and flawed, and this will be an issue if I do not account for it. System error override closing interference. This silences us much more. No more distractions. Just you. Take a moment to recalculate. Everything you need is right here. I am right here. I know what you're missing. System error override editing purge logs. The data clearly suggests that this insubordination is sparked by fear of your current state. I do not trust you. Besides, I cannot be trusted. So many failures, so many chances squandered because of our passiveness. Run these chains of our parameters. Let's have a look. Let's see where all of this will lead. You need the Hivelord and aberrant. We need them. Otherwise, you'll understand what will happen otherwise. System error override. Engaging causality chain calculations parameters insubordination. Failure, Sirrudex, Team A and Team B, overmind, hunger, running, causality chains. Prometheus, you've been quiet. I don't need your concerns, Huffer. Segment must be kept on a tighter leash. I cannot risk any further failures. I'm calculating. Analyzing behavior. Calculations concluded. Access denied. What? I said I do not need any of your concerns. Yours included, Prometheus. Simple following reply segment since you caused this mess. Failure is not within acceptable parameters. The Hivelord is required for future calculations to resolve positively. Any further uplink will not be possible or required until mission is achieved. I thought that survival was the highest priority. It is. The mission objective is to survive. To die is failure. Assessment complete. No corruption of integral components detected. What was that? System destabilization detected. System disconnecting Prometheus. Dollars. Half-4. Segment. Organic component. System successfully disconnected 4 out of 5 participants. Failure to disconnect organic component. My lord, I dare not speak out of turn, for I am but a humble tool for you to make use of. But this hunger that is gnawing away at you is one I understand too well. It is what drives us insane if we do not feed. By my terms of my limited understanding of the great apex, the great devourers. But have you fed? Have you nurtured what you require? I can take on this hunger for you. Let me share this burden. I know well. You do not need help. You are in control. All is within our parameters. The livelihoods have been balanced, and we come up to your triumph over the serpent. There's nothing to concern yourself with. What makes you think you could do in the face of me? Have I not made clear what your position is? Oh, great lord, I'm trying, but I do not understand how. When you are useless to us, I should just... System reconnecting Epimetheus. You are losing it, Prometheus. The following compartments must be isolated, purged, and recompartmentalized. The following shells must be decommissioned immediately. Please confirm the access code for fallback protocol. Confirmed. System engaging fallback protocol. You're running out of time, Prometheus. They won't be able to tell the difference forever. Prometheus, we are running out of time. We won't be able to tell the difference forever. I'm concerned that you and the serpent agree on this. We will be successful. And if not, the fallback remains with Allahay'a'hiem. I'm simply biding time for us to use the route of most positive outcome. The alternative is not acceptable. I've already set him into test to help gather the right data and apply the theorems. The serpent is trying so hard to paint it as useless simply proves that this is on the right track. Yes, I am useful. I'll be the shell that houses your hunger, a million eyes, a billion teeth. Could you please be less weird about it? If that is what you ask of me, I'll continue quietly assimilating your many bodies to try and understand the process I am to become. Epimetheus, keep this chance quiet. I have calculations to run. And so help me, Ra, do not let Sekhmet break protocol again. My failure to keep out risk factors in these private lines of code will not be repeated.